जय हिंद। मैं अग्रिमा मिश्रा आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ संवाद के एक नए पॉडकास्ट में, जहाँ हम बात करते हैं उन कहानियों की जो प्रेरणा देती हैं। आज के हमारे गेस्ट हैं मिस्टर धवल प्रकाश अग्रवाल, डायरेक्टर एट रेमंड्स वाराणसी, ट्रेजरर ऑफ बनारस लिट फेस्ट एंड हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स मिलेनियल अवार्ड से सम्मानित एक युवा नेता। वेलकम सर।
Thank you so much, Agrima.
Sir, starting with what actually inspired you to actually take forward a brand like Raymond into the traditional market of Varanasi?
So, actually, Raymond as a brand in itself, it already carries a very good trust among the people. बच्चा बच्चा Raymond के बारे में जानता है. And in a city like Banaras, trust really matters, and it takes a lot of time to build trust. So, working with a brand like Raymond, it gave me a platform from where I just had to look forward and not look backwards. So, I think it was the best brand to work with.
Yeah. So, as we all know, Varanasi is deeply rooted in culture and tradition. So, how do you balance both traditional preferences and modern retail trends?
If I talk about the customers of Banaras, yes, it's true that a lot of the customers are uh, quite attached to the traditions of Banaras. At the same time, there is a bit of urge in them to be modern as well. So when we create garments for them, we try and not make it too loud or too flashy so that they feel comfortable in their skin and they don't feel that we are offering them something which is not which is unlike what people have been wearing in Banaras, because definitely the culture of the city is traditional, so we have to keep the tradition, the roots of the city in mind before we design any garment. So that's how we try and blend tradition and modernity.
Very well said, sir. So, do you think Varanasi is emerging as a retail hub?
Yes, definitely. See, because the city is expanding, our government is creating new townships. When new townships develop, there will be housing societies, there will be retail markets. So definitely the entire diaspora of the city is going to change. The economy of the city is going to boom like anything, because right now you see there's such huge influx of tourists in the city. If I talk about the numbers, the research says that the floating population of Banaras is 20 times that of the resident population of Banaras. So, considering that, just imagine, let's say, for example, if the population of Banaras is, let's say, 20 lakh, okay, and even if 5 lakh people come to Banaras every month, and this is a very underrated number. At times we read news that there are 4 lakh, 5 lakh people visiting Vishnath Mandir every day. So if you compare it with that, let's just estimate that there are 5 lakh people coming in Banaras every month, and even if they spend 500 rupees in the city, which is the least that one can spend, just imagine the amount of money that is coming into the city every month. Multiply into years, and you will get to know what is coming, what Banaras has to offer.
So, sir, the thing is, how has consumer behavior evolved according to you in terms of fashion, trends, and brands?
See, lot of people from Banaras are now sending their children to study outside, to work abroad. When they come back with so much of exposure, yeah, their lookout is very different from what people had when they were limited to Banaras. Then there's also the influence of social media, television, movies. So I always say that Bollywood is a very, very big, influence on the fashion scene of any city. There might be one Bollywood wedding going on in Italy today, and tomorrow the pictures will be out, and there'll be customers coming to us and saying, "I want the same garment." So that's how fast fashion is evolving, and that's how updated we have to be, so that we always are able to offer what the customers are demanding in real time.
Yeah. So, what advice do you want to give to those young designers who want to build their brand in a traditional market like Varanasi?
See, Banaras as a market already has a plus point. It has an advantage because this is the hub of silk. This is the hub of saris, and already there are so many designers and B2C consumers who are coming to the city, right? So we already have this advantage of going out into the market and procuring different kind of fabrics that you want. What I would advise is not to copy the people who are already there in the market. There have been people working in the sari market since over 100 years. If you start replicating them, you will take another, let's say, 20-25 years to be there where they are right now. So I suggest that we should be using the traditional fabrics, but coming up with our own ideas. The young entrepreneurs should come up with new ideas how the fabrics of Banaras can be used in new products in ways so that the real Banarasi fabric gets promoted, because that is the backbone of Banaras, that is the heartbeat of Banaras. So the more they try to keep that as a constant and put their innovative ideas to use those fabrics in different ways, in new ways, I think there's the gap. That is going to be the need gap. So that's my advice for the new entrepreneurs.
Again, very well said. And we all know that social media influences almost all of its users. So, what do you think that social media is creating an impact on fashion, or how it is creating an impact on fashion awareness?
Definitely. See, traditionally, Banarsi sari market, for example, if we talk about, it used to be, in the olden days, लोग आते थे, पुराने मोहल्ले में दुकान होती थी, लोग जाते थे, गद्दी पे बैठते थे और साड़ी खरीदते थे. Today, there are numerable brands, okay? You can't even count them on fingertips, okay? There are so many brands which are doing fabulous business, phenomenal business online just through social media. You won't even know where their physical location is, right? Where is the store located? Probably they won't even have a physical brick and mortar store at all. They just are selling online, but the way they are selling it, people are getting attracted. The authenticity actually matters, because when people feel that whatever product they are seeing online, whatever details of the product is being described, the pricing, the material specifications, the color, if it comes about to be authentic, I think there is immense scope, and I think Banaras has already got onto the bus and there is no looking back.
Yeah, of course, there's no looking back. So, if you had to define Banaras through the lens of business, culture, and tradition, how would you do it and why?
Okay. So, Banaras, the city of Banaras, it's an emotion, okay? The culture of Banaras defines the city. It's a complete blend of culture, tradition, and modernity. Modernity, why? Because there is so much of tourism that is happening in and out of Banaras. Tradition and culture, obviously, because there is music on the streets, there are the ghats, there's the spiritual side of Banaras, there are temples. So it's very unique actually. It's very unique to see how well merged all of these things are in Banaras. People of Banaras have two sides. At one side of Banaras, people are very laid back, but at the same time, they have huge aspirations. So I feel Banaras is the best combination of energy, aspirations, patience, and values. I think I would describe it in these 4 words.
So, sir, what is your vision in terms of retail and fashion in a two-tier city like Varanasi?
See, in Varanasi, people have that feeling that no matter how much you advertise, no matter how much you publicize, no matter how much you try to convince somebody, उनका अगर कहीं दिल लग जाता है तो वो कहीं हिल के नहीं जाते हैं. सो आई फील इन बनारस रिलेशनशिप्स मैटर अ लॉट. ओके, अगर कोई भी एक कस्टमर हमारे यहाँ आते हैं और उनसे आपका दिल मिल जाता है, अगर उनसे हमारी टीम का दिल मिल जाता है, तो वो सिर्फ अकेले नहीं आते, वो अपने पूरे परिवार को लेके आते हैं. It's very important to have a good, healthy, genuine relations with your customers in Banaras. And my vision is to just keep on building relations in Banaras. And so far, I think that's what I have been trying to do. Apart from my time in my office, whenever I'm outside, I just try my best to make relations, and I think it is really helping me out.
So, as we know that Young Indians is known for your impactful initiatives, so could you please share with us some projects from the new Varanasi chapter?
Okay. So, as the founding chair of Young Indians Varanasi, which is a youth wing of CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, I had a huge pressure on me that when I'm starting a new organization in the city, whatever we do as an organization, it should be impactful, right? So we did many projects, but the most impactful one that I can think about is that we launched Braille menus in 13 different restaurants of Banaras. I hope you must be knowing what I mean by Braille menus, right? So, for the viewers, I can tell you Braille is a language for visually impaired people. So, like we cannot read Braille, visually impaired people cannot read Hindi or English. So, like Hindi or English is our language, Braille is the language for visually impaired people. So, we wanted to make the city more inclusive. So, we contacted restaurant owners and we introduced Braille menus in their restaurants. And I'm very happy, I'm very proud that now after this initiative the city has become more inclusive, more accessible, because now visually impaired people can go to these restaurants and they can order anything that they would like to, and this was something that was missing. They never had this facility in the city, so I think this was one of the most impactful project that we had.
Yeah, it's so great. So now is the time for a rapid fire round. So I'll ask you some questions and you have to answer them quickly in one word, two word, or maybe in a sentence as per your convenience.
I'll try my best.
Okay, so let's start.
Yeah.
One word for Varanasi.
Moj.
Ethnic wear or Western wear?
Ethnic wear.
A fashion trend you love right now.
Okay, fashion trend I love right now. Bush coats.
Okay. One business leader you admire.
Business leader. Nitin Gadkari.
Okay. Books or business podcast?
Business podcast.
Morning person or night owl?
Now I'm a morning person.
Okay. One thing you would like to change about retail in Varanasi?
I think all the markets are very cluttered. The markets need to be more hygienic, more disciplined. There need to be more open spaces, not only in terms of the customer experience, but also from the point of view of public safety. Because God forbid, if any emergency situation arises, it's going to be, very difficult for the administration to handle the situation. Hence, I feel our markets need to be more spaced out.
Yeah. Next question is success or satisfaction?
Satisfaction.
Okay. Your go-to outfit for an important meeting?
For an important meeting,
Yeah.
a blazer, a linen blazer, and shirt and trouser.
Okay. One message for today's youth?
A message that I would like to give for today's youth is that due to social media and screen usage, we all land up, scrolling reels, and we waste a lot of time on screen. I do agree that watching social media content is also important, but apart from that, do take out 1 hour of your time daily and try to either read or listen or watch something of your interest which might lead you to shape your future, to shape your career, because that 1 hour each and every day of your life will accumulate to 365 hours a year, and I'm telling you, the amount of knowledge that you will gain from that 1 hour every day is going to be really helpful to shape your future.
Thank you very much, sir. With
Thank you so
this,
much.
we are done with this podcast.
Thank you.
so much for your precious time. We
Thank
are
you.
truly honored to have you.
Thank you so much, Agrima.
दोस्तों, अगर आपको भी आज का पॉडकास्ट पसंद आया तो इसे लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट ज़रूर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें. ऐसे ही अमेजिंग कन्वर्सेशंस के लिए बने रहिए संवाद के साथ। जय हिंद।